What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror Hangout. I've got a special guest in the house today. We got Andy Smith Horror. Very weird story of how we met, oddly enough. So, yeah, welcome to the show, Andy. Thank you for joining me, man. Your time is very much appreciated, my man.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's nice to be here for sure.
Dude, so let's give these folks a quick little story. So it was the funniest thing. Like, oddly enough, I went to Walmart, was getting my oil changed. I was waiting on my oil to get changed. I walked down the Lego aisle and I saw this. I was looking for Legos and I saw this NECA Frankenstein up on the top shelf, and I was like, "Hey, that shouldn't be here." And then I was like, "Wait a minute, if that shouldn't be here, maybe somebody put that there." And so all I did was look. I just eBayed it. I was like, "All right, holy crap!" And I was like, "All right, well, I'm not greedy, so I can get them, sell them for cheaper." So basically, what I did, I bought a bunch of them. He bought one. I think it did not show up or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I shipped you a second one, and that one got to you.
Yeah.
So basically, I shipped one. Something happened with it. I don't know, man. USPS is a mess. But he hit me up, and then we just kind of by accident realized that we both did similar things, and so we just linked up and became buddies instead of being at each other's throat over a stupid toy.
Yep.
We decided to just be friends, and so now we're making a video podcast for you folks. So, yeah. But
it's a great way to meet, though. It is. It's crazy
awesome.
how
it's
you'll meet
story,
people.
Man. Stories like that are few and far between.
You're right.
But yeah, so we decided to watch a movie together and talk about it, as we do over here on Horror Hangout. And this week we are doing The Void from 2016, I believe. Astron 6 fellas made that one. Wish they were still around doing stuff. But it's the same people that made Manborg and Psycho Goreman also made The Void. So it's not at all the same kind of movie. If you like those two movies and you're thinking I might want to check out The Void, make sure you like things like The Thing before you watch The Void, because it's much more in that. Right. It's much more in that atmosphere. But why don't you introduce yourself to my people and tell them what it is that you do over your channel. We'll put a link to his channel in the description because you should go check him out, man. It's similar, not exactly the same, but if you're a fan of this, you'll be a fan of him.
Yeah, so pretty much my name's Andy Smith. Channel's Andy Smith Horror. I do some collectible unboxings and some movie reviews too. Haven't put up as many movie reviews recently, but pretty much anything horror, honestly. You can see behind. Well, it's kind of hard to see behind me, but I have a bunch of collectibles.
No, that's Camp Crystal Lake, buddy.
Yeah. I got a little bit of everything collectible-wise, but when it comes to probably my favorite, I'm going to say Freddy Krueger. Easily nice. Freddy Krueger.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm just trying to build the channel. I've pretty much been a horror fan since I was, I think I was 8 or 9 years old, and I watched The Thing. And that was what got me into it. Yep.
Oh man, you're gonna have.
It's kind of ironic because The Void and The Thing have there's some similarities there for sure.
There's a lot. It's not the same movie, but there's a lot of homage paid there.
Yep. And Hellraiser too. Hellraiser, I did see some Hellraiser going on.
Dude, I didn't even think about that. You're right. There's a lot of Hellraiser in that movie. So, okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about this movie. So basically, what it is it's a heads up, man. If you're familiar with this channel, spoilers are coming. Don't be too upset about it. This movie's 5 years old. If you haven't watched it yet, pause it now. Go check it out, and then come back and visit the channel. We'll be here waiting on you. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but 5 years ago, man, come on.
Yeah, no doubt.
So basically, the movie's about what is it? Like a sheriff. It's like a sheriff and his wife, like estranged wife or something, who works at a hospital. A doctor, two weird hunter dudes that I don't. There's a lot of stuff that's not explained in this movie, and I think they did it on purpose. Yeah. I think they left it up to an interpretation intentionally. But basically, it's this very eclectic group of people. They get stuck in this hospital, and you know how if you're familiar with Lovecraftian stuff, that little triangle symbol is a Lovecraftian symbol. There's a bunch of these cloaked, hooded fellas outside of this hospital. They kind of appear and disappear and move forward, move back without really any effort. And they got this big ass black triangle on their face, and they're white cloaks, and so they're basically essentially like coming down on this hospital, right? And the hospital seems to be this mecca for this evil stuff that's going on. I don't know. I hope that explained it okay, but it's
that's about as good as you're gonna be able to explain it.
Yeah. So this is my fourth or fifth time watching it. I own the movie. I really liked it when it came out. I want to hear about your experience, because this is Andy's first time watching The Void, and I was really excited when you told me it was your first time watching it. So how'd you enjoy it?
It creeped me the fuck out. I'm gonna be honest with you. Absolutely. I watched it last night, and I was sitting here in the dark. It was 10 o'clock, and it got me, man. It got me good.
Not many movies will scare me, man. This one,
not many at all.
I don't know if scare me is the right word, but I think it is, man. It really got under my skin.
That's right. It's definitely under your skin, at least.
Because it ends in like the most bleak, unanswered questions. Like, wait a minute, it's over with, and you're like, so what happened to so and so? And it's like, well, they're in the middle of nowhere now. They're there forever, and it's like, well, that's fucked up. Like,
it's so weird. And then like the dude, there's the father and the son, I guess is what they call him, or something like that. And then the son guy, he comes through that hallway right in the end, and it's like a closing hallway, and he somehow makes it out of there, and then it's just him and that one nurse girl, and that's all the people that actually survive in the real world, it seems like.
Yeah, so it's crazy because let's just talk about let's kind of start at the beginning and talk about the movie for a little bit, because I'm trying to work out like how I do these shows, because it's kind of hard. I don't want to spoil too much stuff, but I think I'm gonna just start talking about the movie a little more in depth, because as a viewer, I think I appreciate that more. So I think
I agree.
The small amount of people that might not like that can pause and come back, whereas I think most people are going to want to hear about the movie, and it also might persuade some people to watch it, but it also might keep people that are really not into that kind of thing from watching whatever movie it is that we're talking about at the time. And so basically it starts off like with a bang. It starts off and there's not really any like introduction to anything. You just get like dropped into this scenario, and it's like, it starts off with these two people like dragging this person out of like a small house out in the middle of nowhere. It's a chick, dude, and they just straight set her on fire. And
yeah, that's right.
I was like, what? Like I forget, like my memory is really bad, so like I forget little things, right? So when I started watching it with my wife, she's like, oh yeah, I forgot about this part, and I was like, wait, what's fixing to happen? She's like, oh, just watch. And I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot. That poor chick's like, and just he lights a cigarette. Ugh. And then after that, it just like hard cuts to this dude. What was the sheriff guy doing?
He was just sitting there on the side of the road, I think. And see, I think that guy, the dude that ends up crawling out of the woods, was there in that scene in the beginning. He was crawling away while that girl was there getting set on fire. Okay. So they were both there.
And he's the guy that runs into the hospital later that's got the earring up here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I think the sheriff finds him. The sheriff finds him on the side of the road, and he can tell he's totally on drugs or something.
That's what it is. Is the sheriff finds that dude, and he takes him to the hospital. That's what it was. And when they get to the hospital, you find out that the nurse there is the sheriff's like wife, because he's on the thing trying to find a different hospital to go to, and they're like, no, that's the only one. And he's like, oh my god. All right, well, tell him I'm coming. Tell him it's me showing up. And I like that they put that in there, because it made you kind of go like, wait, what's fixing to happen? And then when you get there, you find out that he's actually the dick, not her. Yeah. Yep. Like, he was being a prick. Oh, dude. Absolutely. Side story about that guy. If he ever sees this, dude, buddy. So when I watched this movie, and this won't keep me from liking it, but I really, really did enjoy it. And I was just getting comfortable and enough courage to reach out and ask people to do interviews with me, right? I got the guy that did Terrifier to talk with me. I got Josh Rubin to talk with me. And I was feeling like, man, people are a lot nicer than I anticipated. And so I emailed this guy.
Yeah, most of the time.
And I just said, hey, man, I watched The Void. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to talk to you about your career and things you're doing. And I got a growing audience. I just wanted to know if you wanted to talk for a few minutes. Dude, all he said in response, like weeks later, I don't do interviews talking about The Void. Not a thank you, not a no thanks, not his name, not a have a nice day, not even a fuck you. It was nothing. And
I'd rather get the fuck you than anything.
Me too. Like, at least the fuck you's a story. Yeah. But so that guy, I think he's just a prick in real life, and it came through on the screen.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah,
man. Like, so
I'm talking about it.
You didn't actually act really good, sir. You're just a prick.
Just being yourself.
He's gonna watch this later and find my address and then come over here and like shit on my porch or something. I'm like, no. Or steal my Amazon boxes. No.
He probably already did. Yeah. It was probably him the whole time.
So they all end up as like this hodgepodge group of people at the hospital, and I mean, things just start kind of going out of. What I want to know is how that dude and that kid knew what was happening. And how that, that's what I want them to explain, is how that house is tied into the people at the hospital, because it is, but they don't really explain it. So like, I don't know, man. I really do think they did it all intentionally. I think they left it very vague intentionally.
Oh yeah, there's not a bunch of explanation behind. The only thing I can think. No, you're right though. There really is no connection there besides
like
the guy who escaped from the house, the crackhead dude. That's the only thing that really connects to it.
Because somehow the house, the cloaked people, and the old doctor guy, call him Dr. Evil, okay? So Dr. Evil, fucking, they're all connected somehow.
Yep.
All I could think the whole time was that it was 3 people. Maybe it was another little, triangle type thing where you got to figure it out. I don't know, man. Lovecraftian stuff gets very, very abstract and very weird. And I like it, but sometimes you just can't explain it. You just got to go, it is what it is.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Color Out of Space, as an example. There's a lot of stuff in that movie that's like just fucking weird for the sake of being weird.
There's just no way to explain it. Yep, you're exactly right.
So they all get to the hospital and they're kind of like, let's see here. So the sheriff wants to leave the hospital. Why does he want to leave for? That pregnant girl shows up. Dude, there's so much shit that happens in this movie. You got to watch it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I literally have it on right now. I don't even know what part it's in. But yeah, it happens.
Did you just watch it the one time?
I've watched it twice. I watched it last night and then earlier today.
That's what you have to do when you really want to get. I'm learning that when you want to do these movie reviews, man, you really have to watch them 2 and 3 times and like write shit down. I'm not good at that. I'll get better at it.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Dude, I'm determined to do this right. So I'll figure it all out. But yeah, man. So at that point, what happens after when they all get to the hospital? They're all in there as a group, and then
at some point, those 2 dudes come in. The father and the son.
Oh yeah, as they're trying to leave, the sheriff, the nurse, and I think a pregnant girl and her grandpa, and then like the doctor guy, or the doctor guy's not really.
I wonder if this happens before. I'm trying to think. There's that one nurse. What's her? Beverly, I want to say is her name. I don't know how I remember the name, but she goes in there and stabs the dude in the eye. That's like the only hospital patient. Right. I think that happens before.
That happens quick too.
Yeah. And she's like got her face is like literally peeling her face off at the same time.
Oh, dude, that was so gross.
Yeah, and then, damn, dude, there's a lot that happens there in the first few minutes.
I think the face peeling thing happens before we're really introduced into like the whole group. And like. Yeah, because that's why the sheriff wants to leave. He's like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. There's a monster in there. That's what it was. He's like, there's something in there I can't explain. We're getting the hell out of here. And that other guy's like, no, there's something out there that I can't explain. Yeah, we're staying here. And then he had to
shoot that. He had to shoot that Beverly girl because he thought she was
blew her brains out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, man. And then that one, like, I don't know if this is PC to say, but the Asian nurse chick, she's like, she's like my favorite because she's just like, I could see her at every job I've ever had. I'm like,
no,
I know you. I know you. You don't want to do anything. It has nothing to do with her ethnicity, okay? I'm just using it as a descriptive word. Calm down, right. People.
Yeah,
but these motherfuckers are like, oh, damn.
They got
being an asshole. But yeah, man. So they decide to stay there. The sheriff is like, okay, so I've got a gun in my car, a shotgun in my car. We need to get that if we're going to stay in here and try to make it through this.
That's right. So they go out there to get that.
They go out there to get the shotgun. I don't know what he was doing. He was like doing something in his cruiser.
Yeah.
And that caused like time to like slip out of their grasp. Like they started losing track of time. They're supposed to be in and out, and they end up sitting there for a few seconds. And honestly, this is the creepy stuff that happened in that movie, is that when the camera angle switches from the sheriff to the guy, there's nobody there. Back to the sheriff, back to the guy, there's somebody there. And you're like, oh shit. And then he gets like cut or something, right? Cut his hand. He gets, they slice him.
Yeah, I think he slices his hand.
And it slices his hand up. It's the young kid. I think he was like protecting the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
They make their way back inside. Oh shit, I'm losing it. So what happened after that?
Dude, this is hard. This movie right here is this a difficult one.
So good. So good.
I think at that point the dude's chained up. They got that one dude chained up with the earring.
Yeah.
So they got him chained up. And then they knew he had to know something somehow.
Yeah. And so
which is so weird though.
Do what?
It's so weird because that guy, they knew he knew something, but how did they know the whole time that he?
I think I think that the sheriff was just trying to not be combative with the older guy and the young kid.
Yep.
That guy was clearly like
Insane.
ready to like fight people about some shit because he was scared and he was ready to like confrontation was like right up his alley. And the sheriff was kind of a coward if you think about it, at least for the most up until like the third act.
Yeah, he was.
And and so like I think that they were like no, fuck this guy. And he's like, all right, if that gets you guys off my back, fuck this guy. And so like chain him up to that wall. And then I think the sheriff realizes that they are onto something, that they do know something. And so he's like, all right, let's follow their lead. And then he wants to take them. His girl goes to get. There's that. Oh God, this is a big movie, man.
See, before that, I know. I'm trying to think. The surgeon dude or the doctor, whatever his name is. Fuck, I can't remember. No, you're good. What's that guy's name? The doctor. Either way, you said Evil. Dr. Evil. That's all we can say.
Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil. He gets stabbed in the neck by the dude chained up. You remember that? Because he brings him. He's like, oh, okay. So here's what happens. The guy that's chained up gets the girl who's pregnant and has her like in a chokehold.
That's right. That's right. When he gets loose, he's got her with that little scalpel.
Yep. And then the doctor comes close and he gets him right in the neck, like right in the jugular.
Oh yeah. Who is the? And that's the same guy that ended up being like the dude at the end, right?
Yeah. The surgeon or the doctor. Yeah.
How did he not die from that? I guess because he was all fucking into the.
Yeah, so he died somehow, but then he just came right back to life.
Probably because he was fucking with that evil shit, bro. He had a Ouija board back there or something, dude. He's all fucking. I don't mess with Ouija boards, bro.
Oh yeah, it's creepy as hell.
So, okay, so dude gets shanked in the neck. The girl gets away from that guy. They basically tackle him and beat his ass pretty good, don't they? And then they chain him up to that like.
That's when they chain him up. Yeah, that makes. sense.
That's right. Because he gets the. They're like basically cornering him. And he picks up the scalpel from the floor, hides it kind of in his hand. So when shit hits the fan, he's at the ready. He wants to leave. That's what it was. That's whenever they're trying to argue about when they're going to leave or stay. And he wants to go. And the other guy's like, no, you're up to something. And so they don't want him to go anywhere. And
that's what he told. And he told him when they had him chained up, they're like, yo, what? They asked him like, obviously you know something. He's like, no, I did you a favor by killing that guy. But really, I don't think he did anybody a favor by killing him. He started the whole fucking chain.
Yeah, I think he thought he was doing him a favor.
Yeah. He knew he was evil.
Yeah. This is the kind of stuff they don't really explain. You have to really pay attention, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. That's not one of my strong points. So I had to watch this shit a lot, dude. But actually talking about it's a lot more fun than watching it 3 times, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So then let's see, he ends up convincing them to like not kill him. And they're like, all right, well, we're not gonna kill you, but you're just not going anywhere. And they like hit him with like a tranquilizer, and then he comes to and he's chained up, right?
Yeah, that's right. So
yeah,
I know that they knock him out or something.
And he's like, and then they chain him up, and then he comes to and he's freaking the fuck out because he wants to get out of this place because he knows this place is no good. And dude, this is like maybe in the first act still.
Yeah, I think we're still in the first act for sure.
What is happening?
Oh, okay. See that guy he's from that farmhouse is what they call it, where they get the girl, they burn the girl in the beginning.
Yeah.
That dude, because I know later in the movie when they get down further into the basement or the hell, whatever you want to call it, he's like, I've seen this place before. And that's what was happening at the farmhouse. That the doctor dude had been doing that shit the whole time, like harvesting bodies.
Going down there and doing these rituals?
Yeah, it's crazy shit. Turning them into like Hellraiser Cenobites.
Dude, yeah, it looked like a cross between that and The Thing. Like
that's
literally,
exactly right.
It's like one part this, the void monsters. And they were nasty looking. Dude, the practical effects in this movie were amazing.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. You don't see it much anymore. Definitely not like this.
Not like this, dude. This was on a different level. This was like Thing level, dude. This was like
it really is
master level practical effects because you could see that part of the big monster guy was like mechanical, and when it would move, you could see that it had like robotic stuff in it. So like underneath all that stuff had to have been like a skeletal robot that was like moving, almost like I'd say like a big lion, maybe like a big cat creature.
See, we're forgetting about a character too. I think you want to say he's not the sheriff. It's another sheriff though, or maybe a state trooper that comes in there. And that creature eats his ass. Like that sounds bad. He eats him though.
Now this video has just turned 18 and over, folks.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit.
But dude, I forgot about that guy. Yeah, he must have been pretty insignificant because I forgot.
Yeah, he didn't last long. He didn't last long. He was trying to get out too, and then he got eaten by the whatever that creature is. And then the dudes, the father and the son, had to go and kill that creature.
Excuse me. So basically, so the parts that we're describing, it really does only take a few minutes for this stuff to happen.
It's quick.
And then basically from there, it really jumps to a point of like, you start to really figure out that a lot of these people aren't who they say they are. Well, not a lot, but a couple of them aren't who they say they are.
At all.
A pregnant girl is clearly up to something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, doesn't she kill her own grandpa?
She does, yeah, she does.
She like all of a sudden she's like laying on the floor and she's like the nurse is checking on her and she's like freaking out. She's like reading books trying to figure out how to do a C-section, bro.
Yeah, I think she was like bleeding out at that point. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she like opens the towel up and she's got blood down in her area and like a lot of blood. Like it was over her clothing and it was like bad. And then the grandpa's like, "Would you hurry up and figure this out?" And he's talking to the nurse. And all of a sudden his neck just goes plop and it just lays open. And he's
right,
like, "Ah!" And, dude, I was like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, you're
like,
"Holy shit!"
And then he falls down and she's like, standing with that fucking this scalpel is a bad bastard in this movie. But
that's right. It's always just a scalpel. It's crazy.
Dude, those things are sharp though, man.
They are.
Oof. But so just so much happens in like a 20-minute span.
It does.
But it's not action stuff. It's like little things that you have to pay attention to figure out what's going on. Because eventually while the girl is pregnant on the floor, the sheriff's wife nurse, okay, so there's two nurses. There's the young Asian girl. There's the older, like the 40-year-old middle-aged white lady nurse, right? Who's the sheriff's estranged wife. She goes to go get
medical supplies
against their advice. They're like, "Don't go anywhere by yourself." She goes anyways because
that's why they would. That happened so quick because that's why they were outside getting the shotgun.
Yeah, they were going to go get the shotgun to take her and go get some supplies. They wanted to be able to split up people in groups, so they're like, "We only have one this, one that. We need to get that gun." That's what it was. The gun was the catalyst to a lot of bad stuff happening.
It really was, yeah.
Yeah, they thought they were going to get something to help them, and really it just kind of blew up in their face. And but she's in the back room getting supplies. That's right, and that's when Dr. Evil comes back alive.
Yes, yeah, he comes in the room right when she's getting supplies.
He comes in the room and she's standing there, and he's like, I think he tells her something. She's not sure about what's going on, and then she realizes that he looks kind of messed up.
Yep.
And I don't remember, does he just snatch her up? What does he do?
I think he does. Yeah, that happened quick.
Quick. Because when next time you see her, she's like on this table.
Yeah.
And she's like clearly in despair, and she's laying there. She's looking around. She looks like she's really upset. And then it pans down the angle. The shot goes from her head down to her stomach, and you see her stomach, and it does one of those alien things from the movie Alien, where it's like I don't know, man. They must use like a what do they call those things? They
it looked terrible.
Like a bladder, and they put it, and they filled it up, and probably put something mechanical in there, or had somebody squeezing on the sides where he couldn't out of frame, squeeze on it, and it would move like these little. It looked awesome, dude.
It did. Yes,
something's in her, and you're like, oh no.
Yep. And that's when they go to find her. Okay, so hold on. They somehow end up in this room. That's crazy.
Got us fucked up.
Yeah, they end up in a room, and they find those pictures of that's what had happened at the farmhouse. They found the pictures of like all these bodies and stuff, and then he gets a call.
Yeah.
He gets a call from the morgue. That's what it is. He gets a call while they're in that room, and it says like morgue on there on the phone, and he answers, and it's the doctor dude calling the sheriff.
Calling him, just basically like, "Yo, you gotta come take care of your wife, dude."
And she's in the basement.
Yeah, and I think he wants him to go down there because it's a trap.
Yep. And then all three of them, plus the dude they had traps, the dude with the
they make that poor bastard. He's like, "I don't want to go."
They're like, "No, you're going first."
he's like, "Can't you just kill me?"
yeah, that's what I would say. Just go ahead. Come on now.
But yeah, they start going down to this morgue, and then you realize that like it's a morgue that has like another dimension in it, bro.
Yeah, there's another staircase, and that's when the Asian girl that's sitting back, the nurse, she's like on the radio with him because she had a radio, and she's like, he asked, he's like, "Is there another staircase?" And she's like, "No, there's only one." But then they're like, "Okay, we're going down anyways."
Oh, tripping.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, that's so scary. That's
like scary, the dimension. Bro. I take it as the dimension to hell. That's all that could be at that point. They made it to hell for sure.
Yeah, because think about how terrifying an actual void to nothing is.
That's exactly right.
Bro,
yeah,
so scary. So
that the thought of nothing is like one of the worst things ever. Just nothing. Avoid.
Do you ever look up at the sky and just go, that doesn't stop?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
It makes my head hurt, dude.
It will. You'll almost explode.
Bro, for real. You might just turn inside out. Your butthole will be like bloop.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh shit.
Dude, you know what? I had a thought the other day that was so juvenile, but it felt so me. I was sitting in here by myself, bro, and I'm like, I'm a 40-year-old man thinking this stuff, dude. And I was like, I guess the inside of our body is technically the outside of our body still. Because
oh god. That's deep though. Yeah, no, I know exactly. Yeah.
Because it goes in our mouth and out our butts. It never stops. And I was just like so technically, if you cough hard enough, you'll just turn inside out. And I was like, man, I've seen
It sounds like something that would be on Family Guy or something. I
bro,
could see
or
this
Rick and
right
Morty.
now. Rick and Morty would be more.
Because I thought Rick and Morty like 73 times watching this movie.
Oh yeah, that's so
dude,
true though.
This is like Rick and Morty if it wasn't funny. Like you get the void.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's scary shit to think about, honestly.
That's so good, bro. We just cracked the code, dude.
That's what it is. They're obsessed with Rick and Morty. That's what it is.
Oh man, that's amazing. But okay, so this movie's so good, bro.
It really is.
It really is scary. Like it's a scary movie, dude. I can't believe my wife watched this movie with me, bro. Like I'm shocked.
Oh, no way I could get my wife to watch it. She doesn't like scary shit as it is, and she would.
No, my wife doesn't watch this. I'm just now getting her. We had a show called Me and My Final Girl we were trying to do. It just really didn't. We didn't have the time, really, is what it is. But because she would watch all these movies for the first time, and then we talk about them kind of like this, but in the same room.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll probably pick it back up one of these days. But she is really. I really enjoy watching these with her. I like watching her watch them more than anything. It's a great time, man. And,
yep.
So at this point of the movie, we're entering the third act at this point because the second act is pretty short. It kind of cut because the movie's only about actual screen time. It's like 80 minutes. It's like a 90-minute movie, but like there's like an introduction with some credits, and then there's like an outro with the ending credits. So there's like about 80 minutes of actual movie. And
sounds
man,
right. Yep.
It's a dense 80 minutes because there's so much that happens. They could have easily made this a 2-hour movie, and I don't think it would have made it worse. And I'm almost always on the opposite end of that. I would rather them shorten.
Me too. Yeah.
But you feel the 80 minutes though, dude. Like this movie goes, and you're like, yo, like at the end of it, you're kind of tired. Like, so when they're going down that hallway and they find that other staircase, how does the sheriff get stabbed? I must have just missed it, dude.
How did he get stabbed?
Because all of a sudden he's laying on the floor with a knife in his, like literally in his back.
Damn, I know. I think I missed that too, though.
I must have blinked and just missed it.
That happened quick. Oh, so much shit happened so quick. But
dude,
that's one I don't remember that at all. Because I remember, now that I think about it, I remember seeing him with the knife in his back, but not actually.
It's crazy. Well,
it had to be one of those creatures that they run across down there.
You think so? It probably was.
It makes sense.
Maybe one of those cloaked people did it.
That's true. It could have been one of them.
Those motherfuckers.
Dude, they're scary as shit, though.
Those hooded folks, they don't do nothing except stand there. Dude, at least
that's terrifying.
It's so scary. Like, why are you staring at me, bro? Can you see through that black hole? Because if you can, I'm really worried right now.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
What if they were just like, no, we can't. It's painted on. They're like, never mind. You're good. Then just stay there. Actually, sir, we can't see through these things. So they go down there, and I think the sheriff runs into the doctor guy. Like he kind of sees him, and the other two guys are gonna go off. What were they doing? I know I missed small details, and I can't remember I don't know what I missed. The two other guys, the young kid and the older fella.
Yeah, they throw a torch out or one of those flares, and the young dude, I was just gonna say the dude with the earring. He throws a torch out, or one of them does, and he's like, "Yo, I've seen this place before." And that's when they run across the triangle on the floor, and that's when all the creatures start. Yes, it does. All the creatures start like coming out of the works there, and that's
right, dude. There's so many good monsters in this movie, and I don't know what to call any of them. They're all like,
oh, I know, yeah,
dude. They're just like monsters, dude. They're like tentacled,
straight up,
big, hulking, hunchbacked. Like they have like 3 heads. One of them has like 2 different faces on each side. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. And they have tentacles. Like if you shoot one in the head and the head blows up, oh well, tentacles coming out of the hole now, bro. And
somehow the father gets called off somehow. I can remember that part pretty good, where it's like something calls him and he just disappears. Damn fly over here.
You talk about the guy that has the kid that doesn't talk.
Yeah. Something like calls him in the corner, and then he just walks right over there and disappears.
Because all of a sudden it's separated into two factions. You got the sheriff and the earring kid in there with Dr. Evil.
Yep.
And then the mute kid and the older his father figure guy, the guy that saved him from the farm apparently. I think they were trying to get that kid to become one of those like sacrificial bodies.
True. That makes sense actually.
And that's where that guy saved him from. He must have just stumbled upon it.
Yes. Yep.
So they separate, and the pregnant girl is basically talking to Dr. Evil, and she's like, "Hey, I want my baby now." And
because that's supposed to be his baby, I think, because he had lost his kid gnarly, or some
dude.
Shit.
Yeah. And the sheriff guy, that's when he comes. That's when you see him laying on the ground with a knife in his back, and he's like looking up at them, and he's watching them, and he's like, I think he's trying to figure out what to do, if he can do anything. And she's talking to the Dr. Evil guy, like, "Yo, I want my baby." And then, dude, she like lays down and then like explodes. Like he's just like, the doctor guy's like, "All right," he basically, "Come on." Yeah. And she like explodes from the inside.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, and her baby's like, "I'm here," but her baby's like the size of an elk.
Yes, the baby. Oh my god. Yeah, the baby's what chases the young dude out of it.
Yeah, bro. And so this like giant elk-sized baby comes out of her, and then steps on her head, and it's like, and then it has like that, bro. Like,
the ending gets so weird, dude. Yeah, the ending.
Dude, the ending goes so far left field that it makes it a better movie, because you don't know what in the world just happened. You
have no clue.
And so, and we're nearing the end. This is like 10 minutes, 15 minutes till the end of the movie, maybe.
Yep.
And so then like the
father and the son get in a fight at a point, but it's like a really, oh dude, it's so trippy though, because they're like fighting inside of a house, and then they get thrown out of the house, and they end up back in the basement somehow.
Dude, dude, it's like a bunch of like weird cosmic shit happening.
That's
dude,
exactly
I love these
right.
kind of movies because I don't understand them, so I can watch them over and over and over.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch
stuff
it
every time.
A lot.
Like Color Out of Space might be my next viewing, just because I love that movie.
That's a great movie. It really is.
But I see you, Nick, staring at me. Bro, tripping me out, man. But he's like, "I'm waiting."
Yeah, he's just hanging out back there. That's the greatest. That's so funny, man.
That's my co-host, bro.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna start doing Nick at Night.
Oh my god, dude. You got it figured out. That'd be perfect. That'd be so good, dude. Oh man, yeah, definitely 18 and up.
This movie should not make us laugh this much, bro. It's pretty dark.
No, it is very dark, though.
Oh man, bro, I'm like crying laughing, dude.
So the daughter, me too. Yeah, the daughter comes out of the girl, the pregnant girl, that big ass daughter.
Looking like it's like the Thing spider, bro, but bigger.
Yes,
it's
and it comes out. It kills the father, dude. And then he has to like, get the son to throw a torch on him. Or
dude, it's like
flare.
It like traps him down, but it also grabs the son by his Achilles tendon. Did you catch that?
Oh yes, it does.
Through his Achilles tendon, and it like snatches in and pulls him down. And then the dad like slams his like thing on it and breaks its like tentacle arm. And then 2 more tentacles come out of his head, and that's what gets the dad. It goes down into his like stomach and like pins him to the floor, and he's like ah, and then it just starts hammering him with them. He hit like 3 or 4 times with the tentacles, and then
he pours alcohol on himself. I don't know where the hell
it was. I think it was gasoline.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It looked like a sports drink thing. He like pulled it out of his back pocket. And I was like, fucking MacGyver over here. Yeah. And he's like, and you're like, yo, that can't be fun. Like, you know, you're about to burn. No. And the kid's like, I don't want to. And you're like, bro, he already dumped it on himself. He's got 5 holes in his stomach.
Yeah, just
set him on fire. It's the better option at this point. And but he does. And then that's when the kid like hobbles out and runs down the hallway, and that thing starts chasing
closing
him.
Hallway.
Bro,
the hallway's just slowly.
How mind blowing was that? I'm claustrophobic, like to a pretty severe degree. Like I can't even get a CAT scan, And
oh,
like,
dude, yeah, CAT
no,
scans are rough though. Yeah, that's
I
really
can't do any of that. I can't get MRIs or any of that stuff. It just it bothers me. So when I was watching that, I literally went,
yeah,
holding my breath, dude. And so when I watched it yesterday, I watched it in my living room. I got a really nice 75-inch TV in there.
Mm-hmm.
In here, I have a 55-inch TV, but I have surround sound in here, and I don't have it in the living room. So when I rewatched the third act today, I could hear stuff in the movie that I didn't hear last night.
That's true, though. Yeah.
And one thing that I didn't realize is that when he's running down the hallway, right when he gets into the hallway, you can hear the cement scraping. You can hear it immediately. I want to watch this movie in the theater so bad because I didn't get to when it came out. I got it on Blu-ray. I got it like a few months after Blu-ray came out. Like, I didn't hear about it till kind of late, around the time it came out. But it was still like within a year of it being released. Like I watched it probably in 2017, like within a year of it coming out. And
it was probably pretty limited release in theater.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see it in a theater or anything. I would love to, because I would love to see what all this stuff sounds like.
Oh, I would happily pay for that.
Yeah, with a quality surround sound system, it's gotta be good, man.
Oh, it'd be terrifying.
It really would. And so we're nearing the end of the movie here. It's in it because it ends abruptly. It's like,
yes, very.
While that stuff's happening, it hard cuts back to the. So you're thinking it's probably around the same time that's happening. The sheriff guy is talking to Dr. Evil, and the Dr. Evil guy has opened up this like triangle portal, and he's standing up in front of it like it's very Hellraiser-esque. And he's
That's exactly right.
Dude, and he's like, you could tell the same guys that made this movie made Psycho Goreman, because Dr. Evil guy looked a lot like Psycho Goreman. Like the
that's
aesthetics.
So true, though. Yeah, that's very
true.
The
aesthetics looked a lot. They looked similar.
We forgot the sheriff had to kill his wife too. Well, I don't know if he had to, but he ended up killing her because she turns into whatever the fuck she turns into.
Oh, so much happened.
That's like right in that same part too.
My goodness, dude.
Right before he goes to the portal, and I think he tries to stab the Dr. Evil dude. He stabs him with an axe. Actually, he gets him.
Oh, dude, Dr. Evil's talking to him, and he's like on the ground, and all of a sudden he just gets up, and goes whack, and hits him like right here, and it just sticks in him, and you're like, well, what? That didn't work very good. And the guy's talking shit to him, basically like, you can't do nothing to me, man.
Yeah.
And he's got this big portal opened up, and I think the portal is where they're sacrificing the people. I think they're putting the people into the portal.
Yes.
Because whenever the sheriff just goes, fuck it, and tackles that dude into the portal.
Yes.
I think they kind of went into nothingness, because when the guy goes through the portal, like it's almost immediate. They go through the portal, and then it just goes foop, and it closes, and you can barely see an outline.
Yep.
On that big cement wall of a triangle.
Yep.
I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but you could barely see it, and you're like, huh, if you were to walk in here, you'd have no idea that something was there, because even the triangle is pretty much gone. Yeah. And so they go into that thing, and as that happens, it goes one more hard cut back to the kid that's mute running through the hallway.
Which that's Hellraiser 2 right there. I want to say it's actually like Hellraiser 2, number 2. I know it's in one of the Hellraiser movies where that girl's running down the hallway and it's closing and she pops right out. It's the same kind of scene. They took a lot of Hellraiser.
I need to rewatch that. I haven't seen Hellraiser 2 in a while. That's the one I like the best.
It is the best for sure.
The first one sucks, dude.
Dude, it's boring. It's pretty boring.
Yeah, I don't know how they got a sequel, to be honest, because that first one's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's literally only like the last 5 or 10 minutes, and then that's the only thing that's good. The second
movie is like good from front to back.
It is good.
I think the second one is what most people think of when they think Hellraiser. They just don't realize it.
Hellraiser 3 was filmed like literally 10 minutes down the road from me. Pretty much the whole damn thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Dang, I gotta go check it out.
I don't even know if I've seen Hellraiser 3.
It's been a long time if I've seen it.
So,
but yeah, he jumps out of the
he jumps out of the wall, and he's running down the hallway. He's got something. What does he have in his hand? Some kind of weapon.
What is it? Damn. He grabs a fire extinguisher when he comes out.
That's what it is. He's got the fire extinguisher, and he's trying to figure out. He's just trying to use something to protect himself. And he runs up to that door, and it opens, and it's that girl with the axe, and then she almost hits him with it. And then they end up like basically falling on each other, freaking out because they're so happy to see each other.
Yeah, she's like, "Is it over?" And he's like, "I don't even know if he says anything."
He just kind of looks at her. He's just like,
"Yeah,
your guess is as good as mine." But and then it hard cuts again, and you see a faraway shot of the parking lot, and there's like one car. I think it's the sheriff's car.
Yep.
Empty parking lot. Lots of gray tones. There's like lots of the color palette on this scene is concrete. It's
amazing.
It's bleak. It's mute. I don't know, man. When I saw it, I felt lonely. It looks lonely.
Exactly.
And then the very last scene of the movie, it cuts to the sheriff and his wife in the middle of who knows what you would call it.
Some weird shit. Yes, the void for sure.
Yeah, man.
They're looking up. There's a pyramid. That's what they're like, looking up at the pyramid. Holding hands.
Oh.
They start to hold hands. It's like a bunch of big storm clouds coming over the pyramid.
Oh, it's terrifying.
It is. It literally is. It's yeah.
It's so scary.
It's so weird.
What a good movie.
Yeah, it's playing right now, dude. I don't know what. Oh, he's murdering his wife over there. Is what's happening right now. That's the scene he's at. Yeah.
Bad
I'm gonna have to watch
cop.
it. I'm gonna have to watch this movie a bunch to be able to fully understand.
Yeah. I think this has got one of the most rewatchable. This is a good one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, dude, we've been talking about the movie for 40 minutes, bro. It's only an 80-minute movie.
That's insane.
That's insane. And we really didn't go into like super detail.
No.
We didn't jump off the subject too often, like a little bit here and there, but like we really talked about that movie for probably a good half hour. And we went pretty quick, dude. Like you could really you could really do a deep dive into this one and probably really knock out some hours, man. It's I'd like to read the screenplay and the script to this.
Yeah, I wish that guy wouldn't have turned you down like that.
Man,
we got to get in touch with one of the directors or something. Though
somebody will talk to one of us, man, for sure.
Yeah. They probably would be like, man, I don't know.
I don't know what happened. Right? So the girl that plays the sheriff's wife. Let me see if I'm thinking of the right person. I feel like she looks like she is the chick that was in. Let me just look it up. Hold on. So this being your first viewing of it, give me a little bit about how you felt, because I've seen it a few times, so I kind of knew what to expect, even though I still got to like. So for backstory, I have a head injury and my memory is really, really bad. I don't form short-term memories very well, so I can watch a movie a year later, watch it. It's almost like watching it again. I mean, for the first time again. But with this movie, I've seen it a few times, so my memory, I knew what was coming up. So how'd you feel watching it for the first time? On your very first viewing, how'd you feel at the end of it?
Oh, dude, I was just like almost traumatized. And it's the way it ends too. Is so like, what happened? You know what I mean? There's so much that happens, but it was under my skin the whole time. It really was.
It's bleak, dude. Bleak is the best word for this one.
It is. I had no clue what was going to happen pretty much throughout the whole damn thing, which is, I don't know. And to say I was scared, honestly, for a horror movie, it takes a lot. I can't think of the last horror movie. How crazy is that?
It's hard to get scared. When you're fans like we are and you've been watching this stuff for, I mean, at this point in my life, decades.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, it's how old are you?
25.
Yeah, so you've been watching you said almost 20 years, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Long time.
So I
watched The Thing first, and then, which is ironic because The Thing scared the shit out of me when I was little.
I didn't used to like that movie at all.
No, it was a weird movie at first. It really was.
I have no problem admitting that I used to not like movies that I now love. So it is what it is.
It's one of those that grows on you for sure.
So I guess she's not the same girl I thought she was. I thought she was in Winona Earp, but she just looks like her, I guess. But I feel like, man, she's got a large her list of movies and stuff she's been in. I was thinking she might be the one to get a hold of, but she might not be.
There's got to be somebody, man.
Well, the cast has got. There's still. So if you look at the cast of the whole movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out too, because I'm gonna try to see if I can find these people on Instagram.
Aaron Poole, I think, is the one that he's the one that I emailed, and he wouldn't talk to me.
I kind of want to just email him and be like, just say some stupid shit. Just
dude, you know what would happen is he would go, yeah, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, sure, I'd be happy to. I love talking about The Void.
Right? That's my favorite movie I've ever done. I'm like, it's your only movie, asshole. What's up, bro?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I guarantee it is.
But
damn,
somebody talk to us, dude. Like, maybe the guy that played the kind of prick dude, the dad guy.
Yes,
he might talk to us. I think I didn't understand how
or maybe
normal,
the mute son might come on here and not say
dude,
anything.
and then we hear his voice for the first time, and he'd be like, "Hello." And I'm like, "Oh my god, bro, you're the monster."
Yeah, it was you
and
the whole
burst
time.
through my screen and and that's the end of Horror Hangout.
that would be very accurate, honestly. That's very
amazing.
possible, dude. It would be awesome. Damn, I gotta try to find these.
We just
people.
wrote the sequel right there.
I'm surprised, but I'm also glad they didn't though. At the same time,
Oh man,
keep it. But I don't know. It's hard to say if they would just go a little bit further in detail.
I think I'm done with sequels, man. I'm sick of them.
Me too. Did you
Terrifier
watch
2?
Candyman?
I did.
What do you think?
As a matter of fact, when we're done with this, literally, I'm gonna turn off my camera, turn on that camera, and I'm gonna start doing my review for that. I'll leave it pretty vague for this video, but I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Good. See, that's more of a reboot than a sequel. You know what I mean?
I don't even think it's a reboot. I think it's a direct sequel.
Yeah, well, that's good though. If they can do that, that's hard for them.
It tied in ways I wasn't expecting it to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Most people I've talked to said they liked it. I'm probably gonna go see it this week for sure.
Oh, bro, wait till you see my thumbnail and my my title for my video. It's gonna be so clickbaity.
Oh hell yeah! No, that's good though. You got to do that sometimes.
Gots to, man. It's fun, dude. I'm just trying to have fun with this stuff. But yeah, so okay, the movie was excellent, man. It was dark. It was scary. It had great practical effects. Honestly, the acting was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty solid.
I've seen so many movies of this caliber where the acting was just piss poor that I tend to want to say that this had good acting in it. Because,
definitely compared to a lot of shit. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because even though this seems like a big movie, it really wasn't. It's a low budget movie.
Yep.
You can tell because it's all at one place.
It's cheap. Yeah, I think I had read maybe like 50,000 or something. I don't know.
Wait, that's it?
It was 50 to 80,000.
Way cheaper than I was thinking.
Yeah, they did solid with it. But then somebody.
Yeah.
Oh no, it happens. It happens.
Dang, 50K. No way, dude.
Yeah,
really?
Look it up. It's cheap, dude. It blew my mind. It's 50 to, I don't know. It's not much.
That is crazy, bro. If they could accomplish that with 50,000, why aren't they making more movies, bro?
That's what I'm wondering. Are those people still making movies? That studio too, or is that kind of done?
To my knowledge, no. Astron 6, I know, is gone.
Yeah, this Aaron Poole dude doesn't look really cool. He just kind of looks. He looks like a douche. I wouldn't even try with him. And after that story, it's like, oh, damn.
Okay, so it says here that the creature effects were crowdfunded on Indiegogo, and
that's what it is.
It was 82 grand for that. So it's probably like 100 and what? Let's see here.
Damn, that's still nothing, man.
Let's see.
I forgot that was crowdfunded.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's probably closer to like a couple $100,000 total for everything. But dude, for like all your sets, all your carpentry, all your acting, and then you crowdfund that for only a couple. Let's even say $300,000.
That's impressive.
I was thinking like $1 million, $1.5 million.
Usually, at least. Yeah.
You know,
and that's
because it looks good. It looks really good. So let's say it's $300,000, bro.
Yep.
What?
They destroyed it.
That's amazing.
Man. It's perfect.
That's amazing, man. I really think that this is one of the best horror movies to come out. Because, dude, if you think about it, this came out the same year as Terrifier.
That's right. Yeah, it did.
And Terrifier is like my favorite movie. Like, if I had to pick...
Yeah, you got him sitting up there on the shelf, too, don't you?
You have no idea how much money I've spent on Terrifier stuff, dude. A lot.
You talked to him, too, didn't you?
I'm supposed to talk to him again in November.
He's a cool dude. He seems
He's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I hope he is able to find some time to talk with me for even 20, 30 minutes. Because he's like, that's like my fucking... He was the first guy to ever talk to me. And so, like, I look at him like almost like a friend because he did me such a huge favor, you know? I'm sure he doesn't really give a shit about me or my channel, but, like, I appreciate him. And I really do. Like, I'll always be a fan and always promote his stuff because of that.
Are they working on a sequel for that? Or
dude, it's wrapped. They're in post-production.
Ooh, shit. That's gonna be
the sequel I'm waiting for.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, the reason it's gonna be good though is because the guy that did the first one is the guy that did the second one. He did all of it. He wrote it. He directed it. It's his project, and so I think that's why it's gonna be good. I think if they had gotten anybody else involved, it wouldn't be. Because it's got to be brutal. He told me that, dude. They told me
it's gonna be insane. I'm sure.
They told me that they beat they have a scene that's worse than the fucking hacksaw scene.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, that was my exact reaction. I was like, what? How?
Yeah, you're like, are you sure? That's messed up.
I was listening to somebody not listening, but reading on Facebook. Somebody was griping about it. It might have been on Reddit, actually. No, I think it's Facebook. Reddit's a little more open-minded with stuff. But
Facebook gets,
oh my goodness, bro. They were like, it's so sexist. And what was the word?
Oh my God.
What's the word when it's like men can be it's when they're like shitty to women. It's called misogynistic.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yes.
They're like, it's so sexist and misogynistic and blah blah blah. And I was like, it is an 80s splatter movie.
Yeah,
like it's homage. Like that's exactly what it is. It's what they wanted it to be. They nailed it. You're right. That's what it is. But if you don't like those, why are you watching that movie?
Just don't watch it.
It's the worst movie to watch if you don't like that stuff.
Yep. Dude, that's gonna be good though. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah,
I forgot they were working on that. I'm trying to get an interview with the what's his name? Andrew Divoff, the dude from Wishmaster, who played in Wishmaster 1 and 2. I talked to him.
If you ever get some of these interviews, and I'll do the same if you want. You don't have to, but I'll do the same if you want. Maybe we can volley each other info. Like you can send me like email addresses. I'll do the same. Like, hey, talk to this guy. He's down with talking to people. Because look, man, I'm not trying to be greedy with this shit. I want us both to have 25,000 subscribers and be able to just have a community. I got a couple of other people that I started talking to recently that if we can just stick together and build this community together, then I don't see why we can't all have our own successful channel. I just don't think that that's impossible. I think it's probably more likely that we're all helping each other than if we don't.
Yep. That's exactly right. I talked to Lisa Wilcox from.
I saw that, man. I meant to tell you congratulations. That's cool. I need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
That was so much fun, man. She's really cool. It's worth reaching out to her if you want to ever talk to her. And most of the Elm Street people, except for Robert England, of course, he's gonna be.
Yeah. Is she on? Would you get her on Instagram or something?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm supposed to talk with Felissa Rose pretty soon.
Ooh, now that'll be a good one right there.
I met her, dude. She's cool as shit, bro.
See, that's what's so awesome. So many of these horror people are so cool, dude. Just they're down to earth.
There isn't another genre like horror, dude. It doesn't exist, man. Sci-fi's close, but not quite. But there's nothing else, man. You can't go find Bruce Willis somewhere to go sit down and talk to you.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, and he's never going to. Tom Cruise.
You can get arrested by Steven Seagal, but
that's about right though. Yeah, but it's the best community. It really is. Most people are gonna be willing to talk to you, and then if they're not, it's gonna be somebody like that guy that you tried to talk to. It's like, all right, man, whatever. We tried, but
dude, one day that guy's gonna see this and just feel bad. Like, damn it, I was just having a bad day. He probably was just having a bad day, bro. He probably just wasn't in the mood. Yeah, and I'm over here shitting on this poor guy. Like,
yeah,
he's probably
I agree, though. Yeah,
he's got cancer now or something.
Yeah,
and I'm just shitting on him.
He could at least just be like, you got to be nice about it. I would at least.
Dude, he could have just said, look, I really didn't have a good time on that project. I don't want to talk about it, but if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. Yep. Boom, right there, done. I'm professional and I don't look it, but I can talk to people. It's not hard. Like,
yeah, it's not hard at all.
You know, I wanted to be like, yo, I'm like bringing your movie in my store. Like I have a store, bro. I've ordered 10 copies and sold them. Like you could at least say thank you, shit. Yep. Like Josh Rubin, dude. That guy's badass.
He seems really cool. Yeah, I watched that one. He seems really cool.
We got to talking because I just shot him an email. Hey man, or a Instagram message, whatever, and I said, hey, I really like your stuff. And I showed him a picture. I said, yo, I got the hardcover with the slipcase, bro. I was just being silly, right? And he was like, yo, that's badass. He's like, you bought 2 of those? I was like, absolutely. And then I was like, hey, you want to talk on my Zoom thing? And he was just like, sure. I was like, oh, shit. All right. And I didn't.
Yeah, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And he's just like really nice. So like, again, dude, he's a director, bro. He could have easily been like, no, I'm way too busy. And he was just really cool and down to earth. And yeah, man, I think he likes talking to his fans because I think he's excited to do this stuff.
I'll tell you one I really want to talk to, Matthew Lillard. If I could get Matthew.
Oh my God.
Dude, bro, if we could get him on here somehow, I'd shit my pants, legit.
Okay, I know I said Terrifier is my favorite horror movie.
Yeah,
it's not. It's 1A to Scream.
Yes,
Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time. All my friends know it. Matthew Lillard is literally like.
He seems like the coolest dude on the earth.
That's like a bucket list for me because of SLC Punk. Because both of those movies are so. I don't know what to call them. Like integral to my childhood, like my youth. SLC Punk and Scream are like me growing up. Like that's my shit. And like
Scream especially, man. I love Scream.
Dude, I used to have dude, have you seen SLC Punk?
I think so. It's been a while.
There's a guy in it named Heroin Bob, and he doesn't do any drugs.
That's funny as shit.
Dude, when I was younger, I was like, I got into drugs late, and it messed my life up. Actually led me to here, so it didn't really mess my life up. It could have.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I was younger, my friends used to call me Heroin Bob because I had a mohawk just like his, and I didn't do any drugs. They were like, "Yo, all right, Heroin Bob." They're like, "You want to go smoke some weed?" I'm like, "No, I don't do any of that shit." And I'm like, "All right, Heroin Bob." And it just
That's
stuck.
funny as shit,
bro. It just stuck. But
I'm actually going to meet him this coming weekend though, which is hilarious. He's
you're gonna meet Matthew Lillard?
Yes, he's at a convention that's like an hour away from me, so. I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna ask him, be like, "Yo, what is it gonna take to get you on the YouTube channel?" And I know he's busy as hell, but I'm gonna talk to him.
Ask him, bro, and like just tell him, like, "Look, dude,
we'll give you whatever
money together.
Yeah,
we'll just do it because like, look, man, Zoom interview, 15 minutes. How can we make that happen?
What's it gonna take? Yep.
But be like, look, I'm not down with blowjobs.
Yeah, he's like, come back here real quick.
Dude, you'd have to at least consider it.
That would make me think about it, I guess. You'd be like, damn. All right.
Like, Sally, come here. Like, come with me. All right, dude, man. This is the moment of truth, dude. If you were to grade The Void on a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of grade do you give this movie?
Oof. I'm gonna give it 8.5 for sure.
Yeah.
8.5.
I'm gonna go 9 because I've seen it more than once, and I know I still like it after seeing it 3 times. So I'm gonna go 9 because it's not perfect, but I could easily say, dude, in like another year or two, if I watched it 3 or 4 more times, I bet you I would probably say 9.5. Like it's not gonna ever get a 10 because I don't think there's like a handful of movies that have ever gotten a 10 from me. But like a 9.0 is a freaking fantastic score. 8.5 is honestly higher than I thought you were gonna say. So
yeah, no, I think so, dude. It kind of blew me away.
I'm really happy to hear that. I'm glad that that's the one that I just. How did that even come up? Was it you or me?
I think it was you. I think you said it. I've heard a bunch of people talk about it, and I'm like, damn, I've never.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I've never
actually watched The Void. You're like, I've never seen that. I was like, dude, that's it right there, The Void.
Yes, perfect.
But hell yeah, dude. Man, I had a great time talking with you, dude. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man.
How about this? Let's just stay in contact because it's not hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go watch your Lisa Wilcox thing. I got to do some painting later, and I like to put stuff on my hair, so I'm gonna check that out. I say watch it, listen to it more or less.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I feel you.
You want to do another one of these in like a month or so?
Yeah, I'm totally down.
Cool,
dude.
Cool.
Just come up with
if you ever want, opposite end, I'll jump on and do something, whatever you want to watch or whatever, and talk with you and build on.
Yeah, we'll do something for sure.
And so yeah, go check Andy Smith Horror out on his channel. So I'll put a link to that in the description. You want me to throw up your Instagram or anything?
Yeah, you can. You can do that.
Yeah, I'll put his Instagram and his YouTube link in the description. But go check him out, man. Go give him a subscription. Make sure and like and comment on his videos. Help him get him out in the algorithm. Help me the same, man. It's a grind, dude. This is not easy, but we do it because we love it. So, Andy, I got to roll, man. I appreciate your time, brother.
Alrighty, I'll see you soon, man.
Thanks, man. I'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace.